If Fulner let the dog off the chain, then he had no plans to return. That's worrying.
Where did he go? What temple is there in that direction?
I don't know. However, we can just go in the same direction. If we're lucky, we'll find a new lead.
Marin, we've been walking for so long, but there's no sign of Fulner. Could we have chosen the wrong direction?
Oh, look. There's some kind of building ahead. Let's try to figure out something there.
Good evening, mister.
Wow.
What
if you're going to go
sight.
through the gorge, then you picked the wrong day. We've had an accident.
Look, there's
Who's
someone
in
on the
charge
balcony.
here?
Our foreman is on the crest of the dam.
Can we use the freight elevator and go up to the foreman?
You can, but not now. I have to load a whole list of materials and tools to the elevator. And most importantly, the sandbags that got stuck somewhere in the forest.
Yes, we saw them along the way.
Listen, we're short of hands here. If you can bring those bags down here, I'll lift you up with them. Keep the key to the toolbox. Maybe you'll find something useful in it.
Another note from this mysterious bee.
It looks like he's pointing to a specific place.
You did it! Excellent! There's just a little bit left. Catch another key for the box near the elevator. You'll find a list of everything you need to collect for the elevator in this box.
I can't believe my eyes. Corco!
Hello, Susan the War Maiden. How many years have we not seen each other? Marin, you are here too, old mage.
Corco, I always recognize you among all the beaverlings.
But the last time we sat together in Marin's hovel over a mug of ale, when Marin was telling stories about him and Fulner?
Was it the story when Fulner delivered me wounded to the Druid village? I still owe him for that.
Don't get me wrong, but if you two are here, then some troubles are following you.
This time, we're following them. It's all about Fulner.
Corco, do you know of a certain temple that may be in this area?
Actually, I'm not a local. I don't know much about this area. We came here to fix the dam.
What actually happened?
An explosion occurred somewhere at the base of the dam during the last night. It shook the dam quite violently and caused the upper part to collapse. Now the water is flowing into the valley, and our task is to stop it somehow. Right now, my crane operator Ronnie and I are working here. The other beaverlings haven't arrived yet.
Is there anything we can do to help?
Actually, yes. We have all the materials to plug the gap. We need someone to manage the process from below. I have special signal flags, but there is a problem. They are old, and the paint on them is faded. You need to restore the flags so that they can be seen well from afar, and you can study the semaphore signals at the stand.
I remember last time you hid the runestone in this pond.
Yes, I visualize it as a fish.
Look! Those are Fulner's glasses. It looks like he stopped here for a rest. Give me the bags!
Excellent! We managed to stop the water flow, more or less. Thanks, friends. When the rest of the Beaverling's crew arrive, we will completely restore the dam.
We can now examine the base of the dam where the explosion occurred.
It looks like some kind of secret door.
the explosion to get to the door.
And most likely Fulner was the bomber. The tunnel is flooded. What should we do?
I can stay underwater for a long time. Let's find out how long this tunnel is. There's a long and deep corridor. It's all flooded with water. You can't just swim through. However, there is some kind of temple room at the end of the corridor, and it is not flooded.
We'll need a potion of underwater breathing. I happen to have a recipe for this potion at home.
What? What are you doing here? Go away.
Folly, let's talk. Just stop.
Susan, hide behind me, quickly!
Oh! There's also Susan, the War Maiden. Don't get distracted, son. Finish the ritual. I didn't expect such a gift. The whole gang is here.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Teacher, my face!
Congratulations, Fauna. I told you that everything would work out.
But I'm ugly. Look!
It's all their fault, Fauna. They messed everything up again by interfering with the ritual.
Don't listen to him. It's a lie.
Muldan, what should we do now?
We will get rid of them.
Teacher! Behind! Leave me alone, finally.
My friend, you are mistaken.
I'm not your friend anymore.
Buldan, may he be damned. He is the one who led astray our Fulna.
Where did they disappear to?
Fulna used my space impaler. Now I know who stole it from me.
Wait, there was someone else here. Someone saved us. He was behind those doors. Granddaughter, are you okay?
Oh, what a shakeup.
Kiana, where were you? How did you find us?
After the wind blew me away, it took a lot of effort to get here. All the details later. The main thing is I found you.
As you can see, you showed up just in time. Buldan was ready to crush us completely.
Buldan? Is that the one who chained you? I saw that he entered the temple, but I didn't get the chance to follow him. I had to fiddle around to open the doors. When I saw what he was doing to you, I decided to shoot.
You did the right thing.
What next, Marin? Where should we look for Fulner now? What should we do with Buldan? And anyway, why is Buldan suddenly so concerned about Fulner's fate?
I don't have all the answers yet. However, I understood one thing for sure. Buldan helped Fulner perform the ritual of body mutation. I saw 2 burial urns on the altar. I guess that these are the ashes of Fulner's parents. There is a ritual that allows you to restore your original appearance based on the blood of your ancestors. But this is very dark magic. Nevertheless, Fulner used it, and apparently something went wrong. Fulner's face was disfigured, and I don't know what can be done now. The ritual is done.
Marin, you are a mage! A powerful mage! You should know a way to fix everything! You see, this failed ritual will eventually lead to Fulner closing himself off from us completely. Buldan will blame us for this failure. Fulner's cup of hatred will overflow in the future. He will go mad and kill you! Then he will end his life in a stupid and gloomy mansion, alone, without friends, and everything he loves so much about his life!
Calm down, Susan. You are asking the impossible of me. Fulner did not transform into Uri's form. We transferred his soul into Uri's body. This is an unfamiliar body, which is not native to Fulner. So you can't just take it and turn it back because Fulner's former body no longer exists. These are the laws of existence. And if you want to go against these laws, then you should turn to the gods who make up these laws. I'm sorry that we can't bring our friend back. I'm sorry that he once sacrificed his body for all of us. But I did everything I could possibly do for him.
What did you say?
I did everything I could possibly do.
No, about gods.
Well, you know there are 4 gods called Dracs. One of them is Drak-Om, the goddess of creation. If anyone can come up with a new law of existence, it's her.
How do you communicate with her?
Very simple. You have to die.
What? How so?
Drak-Om ceased to exist materially long ago, but she exists mentally. Simply put, you must leave the world of the living to meet her, which means that you have to die.
I'm ready. How to do it?
Wait, what? I didn't mean that's what we should do. I was talking about this way purely hypothetically.
Grandma, you're kidding, right? You're not really gonna die, are you?
I am quite seriously prepared to go through a short death for Fulner. Once, he also sacrificed his life for me.
Well, adventure is the engine of our success. We can perform a ritual. We need to climb that mountain to do this. There, we will be closer to the gods. There is a special place where we can perform a ritual. Susan, go with Kiana to the top of the sacred mountain. Just dress warmly. It will be cold there. I can stand such cold, but it will be hard for you. We'll meet at the top.
What are you going to do?
I'll try to find a description of the sacrifice ritual. See you there.
The water has left the tunnel. Great. Now we can move around it freely.
Wow, he made a circle.
That's right. Now we can move through this dolmen.
The trolley ride was cool.
Oh, yeah. I wish there were more experiences like this in life.
Oh! And here is the Fulner's lost hammer. Ugh, it's disgusting!
These are the cave cockroaches that Jocko was talking about.
Do you remember what remedy is considered good for cockroach slime? We've come across something like that before. The pig has eaten its fill, and it's sleeping now. How cute! There's no one.
It looks like the party is over. Apparently, the funicular will not move. The mechanism is missing gears.
Let's try to look for them.
It's time to dress warmly. It's going to be cold. It looks like there was a settlement once.
So, where do we need to go?
Marin said we need to get to the very top of the mountain. The trail then climbs steeply. It is very deep in some places and slippery in others. It will be very difficult for us to climb here without special equipment.
It's easier to climb up the mountain with stilt sticks. I think you can find some here if you look.
We could use some of these ice grippers. We need to look for more like this.
Look! A dinosaur!
This is a blizzard, a primordial animal of the Lost Lands. I have met one before. The horns of the blizzard were used to make the horns of elements. Heavy memories. This is a primitive arrow with a flint tip. This material will be useful to us. If you hit it with iron, you can strike a spark.
I have an arrow with an iron tip. Well, that's just great. The way is blocked again.
Grandma! What is this?
It's an avalanche! Kiana, run to the wall! Quickly!
We're trapped. What should we do now?
Don't panic. It's just snow. Let's try to break through it.
Phew. Oh, I already thought I would suffocate there. Grandma, you are such a beast. You can get out of any trouble.
You'll travel through the Lost Lands as much as I did, and you'll go wild too. Well, I mean, don't do that. Seriously, don't do that.
Okay, let's go. The way is open. Finally! We got there!
It looks like Marin wants to perform a ritual here.
Let's wait for him in the hut. My face is about to fall off.
Damn it, it won't turn. Looks like the lock is frozen.
Well, then use flint and steel.
I can't. The flint tip shattered into pieces the last time I lit the dynamite. Then there was that avalanche.
Ugh, I'm so sick of this. Give me a hammer. Ugh!
You're taking a long time.
Marin, you're already here. But how did you get ahead of us?
But the door was locked.
I am a magician. This is the main explanation. Don't bother your head with unnecessary information. Let's get straight to the point. I brought a book and put it on the table. Look into it, Susan.
Where did you get this information?
In the Academy Library, of course. I learned from the book about a primitive society that lived on this mountain many thousands of years ago, and practiced communication with the gods. This communication was not figurative, but direct. A victim was chosen and killed on the sacrificial table. If you believe the book, the murdered person then went to limbo, where he or she communicated with the gods. Then they tried to revive the dead person. If it was the will of the gods, the dead person returned to life and told about his or her meeting with the gods. The main thing in this ritual is to not keep the dead person in limbo for too long. If the body completely cools down, then the soul of the dead person will be unable to come back.
I see. And how are we going to kill me?
First, we will need 4 sacrificial cups and a special sacrificial knife for the ritual. We will need to sprinkle this knife with the blood of 4 animals: horse, eagle, wolf, and boar.
Ah, here we go. That's it, Grandma. Consider your murder a failure. Where are we going to find such animals? During our entire journey, I never met any of the above. And beyond that, we still need to catch and overcome them somehow.
Kiana is right. We'll have to work hard, and it will take a long time, but there's no other way.
In our world, if we can't afford real crab meat, we eat cheap crab sticks. The product is more affordable, but the effect is almost the same.
I don't get it.
I got it! Grandma means that these animals can be replaced with other similar animals.
That's my granddaughter. It remains to understand where to look for the cups and the knife.
If the images of the cups in the book are close to reality, then it seems that we have encountered similar cups on our way. And the knife. The book says there's a burial site hidden somewhere around here. I think we should look for it.
It's strange. When we were standing outside, I didn't see any ancient burials on top. There was only the sacrificial table.
Unless this hut was later built on the burial site.
That's an idea. Hey, buddy. Your owner needs your help.
Do you think a chicken could pass for an eagle?
When I was wandering around looking for you, I came across a vulture. It would definitely pass for an eagle, but we won't get to the vulture. So I guess a chicken will do too.
We still need to catch it. I heard that if you drew a straight line on the ground, you could hypnotize a chicken. Let's try it.
Sorry, pig. We need boar blood.
Hello, Donkey. It's great you're still here. You'll be our donor.
There's the cup we need. How can we get it?
Take my bow and try to shoot it down.
Here it is. The ancient burial. I think that we can find a ritual knife somewhere here. I have the knife. We can begin the ritual. I'm ready, Marin. Stab!
First, I will perform a magic spell to create contact with the other world.
Come on!
Susan, are you sure about this?
Yes, do it already!
Marin, stop. Don't do this. Grandma! No! Grandma!
Where am I? What's happening to me?
Greetings, Susan the War Maiden. I am Goddess Drak. Before I can decide what path you will take, we will look at your actions. There are 9 bowls of memories before you. Place an object over each bowl that is part of that memory.
My first trip to the Lost Lands.
You saved your son Jim from the Dark Lord and helped reunite 2 brothers, Uri and Furi.
My first encounter with Marin.
Together, you defeated the 4 Black Riders and thus saved the world from the apocalypse.
The cursed gold of Gorasar Khan. I remember it. Everyone who touched it turned to stone.
You broke this curse.
Romantic Captain Finor Stalburn. He and his beloved became victims of Ral Obion.
You helped 2 loving hearts to reunite.
The abnormal awakening of the icy Tarsus threatened the natural balance of the Lost Lands.
That time, you were ready to sacrifice yourself to save the world.
Yes, but Fulner sacrificed himself. Time travel and time paradoxes. One of my most incredible adventures. Everything was turned upside down during it.
Yes, that's true. But you were able to put everything in its place and correct the mistakes of the past.
This is my most morally complicated story. I wasn't on the best terms with Jim. And then, Uri died. I didn't protect him.
But you found contact with your son, and together you defeated my brother Drak-Ul, who intended to rule all the 5 worlds.
It was the first time when Kiana accidentally came to the Lost Lands with me. I regret it. I didn't want to drag her into my affairs.
And now she drags you into them, so that you continue to help your friends as befits the Chosen One.
I spent so much time in the Lost Lands that my child did not know enough mothering. Apparently, I'm not a very good mother.
You are a very good woman. The Chosen One does not have to be a perfect mother for her children, but she has to be a perfect mother for everyone who needs her help. For many years you have helped everyone who asked for your help. More than once you have saved the Lost Lands from total destruction. You are the counterweight that was sent to these lands so that evil would never triumph in the world. Susan the War Maiden, through your actions you have earned the honor of remaining in the astral world, becoming a goddess on par with the Droks and other deities, and helping us all to maintain balance in the universe.
This is a very generous offer, Goddess. But first, hear me out. I have come for my friend, Dwarf Fulner Bogro. Long ago, he sacrificed himself for the world, and for me personally. We managed to save his soul then, but his body was lost. Since then, Fulner cannot find peace in other people's bodies. It kills him morally. All of us, his friends, suffer from it.
I know what you mean. Dark Priest Voldon has enslaved Fulner's mind to use it to hurt you and Marin.
But why does he need it?
Don't you remember? It was you who came to Voldon with the request to reincarnate Fulner in Uri's body. You deceived him by telling him that you had failed, although the Uri's body accepted the Fulner's soul.
We were forced to lie. Boldan craved the knowledge and power that only members of the Madmen Order could possess. What would be the world if the priest could take possession of all this?
However, you deceived him. He found out about it and harbored a grudge against you. For many years, he has been approaching Fulner and gaining his trust. In the end, he came up with his plan for revenge. Turn Fulner against his friends and force him to kill them personally.
Listen, merciful Drak Ohm, we can handle Boldan. I ask you for only one thing. Help Fulner return to his real body. The method that Boldan suggested to Fulner is fatal for him.
The lost natural body can never be returned. This is the law of the universe. But I can make up a new law that will help resolve the situation. Fulner will need to, for the rest of his life, take a transformation potion and wear a guardian amulet that will prolong and stabilize the potion's effect. Fulner will need to imagine his first body as clearly as possible for the potion to work. He will need to remember his image and concentrate on it with great clarity. The more vivid these memories are, the more correct the body transformation will be.
I understand.
But there is a price. At the moment your friend gains the body he desires, you, Susan the War Maiden, will leave the Lost Lands forever. And your friends from this world will forget about you and your participation in their lives.
Well, it's quite a high price. But for Fulner's sake, I'm ready.
Susan the War Maiden, now I will ask you one last time. Do you wish to join the gods?
I can't. My friends and my family are still in the world of the living. Maybe I'm an all-right chosen one, but I'm definitely not much of a goddess.
So be it.
Oh, I'm at Marin's house. It's gotten cleaner. Wait, did Marin finish the renovation? How much time has passed? What's the last thing I remember? We sacrificed me on the sacred mountain. Then I dreamed I was communicating with Drak Ohm. Then... the amulet! I have the amulet for Fulner in my pocket! It wasn't a dream. I really was in limbo, and the goddess brought me back. She also gave me a recipe for the potion. I need to write it down quickly while I remember it.